Hey, we welcome you back. Welcome back to the
Um,
local Pigskin Live week
yes,
before
indeed.
zero edition. Some technical problems forced us to disconnect, but we are back and we talk Buford Academy game where BA rolled 36-0, and like you said, this BA team still has some potent components who really showed out today,
Right.
including Nick Underwood, who was sensational, but Devin Fripp returned
Yep.
the kickoff for a touchdown. Also, caught a touchdown pass. He was sensational. He was making plays on defense as well. So a complete team performance, and certainly Hilton and Prep expect a little bit more from them.
Yeah. Big shout out to Jimmy Searson. I was in mid thought there. JJ and Jimmy have been on top of it with BA, and I mean we knew that they were going to have some of those guys coming back on the outside, some key players like a Fripp, certainly the Shuford clan. Just they keep on bringing guys in, and Nick's terrific. Um, Underwood in the backfield's terrific. They did lose some
And
stalwarts
And we
and
have
big
another
guys,
one
but
who's about to join the show. I believe if Raheem Saunders is ready to go, he's in the green room, so
okay.
we will add him in. He is. Are you ready to go, Raheem? Okay, we just said I see a blank screen, so if I'm just waiting on him, if he's ready, we'll bring him in. But we are expected to be joined by Raheem Saunders whenever he is ready and has his camera on. It looks like he's making. Making that happen right now. We're about to be joined by one of the stars of the BA Eagles from this afternoon's game, Raheem Saunders, getting ready, and let's bring him on right now.
How we doing,
Raheem,
fellas?
Raheem, how
how
are you,
we
man?
doing?
I'm great. I'm great. How are y'all?
We're
I'm
doing
doing
well.
fantastic. Quite a way to open the season,
Yes, sir.
Raheem, and what was a crazy game because you guys dominated after that first quarter, and then you had to wait a bit to get back going. And then the ensuing kickoff, your boy Fripp ran it right back for a touchdown. The vibes just kept going strong. We welcome in Justin Jarrett here to the Lowco Pigskin Live here on this Friday night. And Raheem, you just
Yes,
talked to me
sir.
about how awesome it was to start off the season in that fashion on the road against Hilton Head Prep.
Yes, sir. That's a big win. That's a big win. That's a big win right there. We had a thing. We had a thing at yesterday at practice. We says, I believe. I believe as a team we could believe together, and we felt like we could do that together and we could pull off the W.
Saunders, the new addition for Buford Academy, formerly a Whale Branch Warrior, and how have you been liking it so far playing under Nick Shuford in schools of football this year?
I love it. I love it. I love the new environment. I love my teammates. I love the coaches. I love the whole school. I love everything. I love everything that's going on right now.
Right
JJ,
on,
welcome to
man.
the show.
Ra, great to see you out there tonight, man. I know you've been trying to get on the show. You love to talk, so we love having you on. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Great debut out there tonight. Tell us
Yes, sir.
about. I know you've got some interest from colleges, and I just wanted
Yes,
to get
sir.
that out there. You got a couple offers?
Yes, sir. I got one. I got one right now, but we got a couple. We got a couple more looking at me.
Who you
We got a
got?
couple more.
State?
We got SC State. We got Georgia Tech.
Nice.
We got US UCF. We got other colleges.
Okay.
They be sending me stuff like that.
All right.
Um, but I'm just grateful for it. I'm
Right
very
on, man.
grateful.
Great, man.
But no, great showing by you guys tonight. I thought Hilton Head Prep played really tough the first quarter and a half. Then you guys were able to pop a couple of big plays, and I think you just wore them down out there in that heat. But talk a little bit about your guys who did the damage with the ball in their
Yes, sir.
hands tonight. Devin
Yes, sir.
Fripp, couple of big plays, and you guys have some juice now with
Yes,
him
sir.
and Underwood and Paul and Lil Nick. Just talk a little bit about playing in that offense and how much fun it is to play with those guys.
Okay, we gonna start off with this good. We got a great offense. We got a bunch of great players. Starting with Nick Underwood. You know Nick Underwood. He was a player that's being watched this season, and he just balled. He balled. He ran hard. He told me, he kept telling me every play not to get tired, not to get tired. Keep going. Where's the energy? Because I had a lot of energy before the game, and the heat wore me down. So he just kept telling me, kept going. And Devin Fripp, I ain't gonna lie, he just had a game. He was a dude. He was a stud. He was just doing what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to ball. And he kept his word. He played great. He played great. Nick Schufer, Nick Schufer, little nickname. He was a stud this game for us. He came out of the blue. He broke off a big play, but they called it back. But he kept going. He threw a couple great balls. We also have another wide receiver called Jace Polk. Jace, I got Jace.
Yep.
He was balling too. He had a nice touchdown. He had a nice break off touchdown. And we can go to the defense too. So my cousin number 50, Delaney. He was a baller. He was good. He was, you know what I'm saying. He did everything. We did everything as a defensive line together. And Andrew Butterfield, he's my other defensive.
Oh, you're breaking up on us a little there, Ra. Lost you for a second. Or maybe you muted yourself. I'm not sure. We lost your audio there, Ra. But you see why I wanted to have him on the show, huh? He can talk.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's
Absolutely.
as he should be.
Booger McFarland, future Booger McFarland,
Yeah.
successor,
doubt.
talking football on ESPN. We can't hear you, man. I don't know. We lost you. We lost your audio.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can get Rob back. But talking about that game, Wes, I was there until halftime, and like I said,
it was
HSP really
struggle.
hung tough for
Yeah.
a quarter and a half, and then BA was able to find some things that they
Well,
could,
as I said, it
take
kind of
advantage of.
snowballed once BA got to that deep passing game and just exploited that prep secondary, which I just don't think was ready to go up against what Nick Schufer was able to do, and really just that matchup with Prep, who was just explosive as we've ever seen him. And the run game started to get going with Underwood, but then once that long passing game connected for those two quick strikes, because really I thought Prep did a decent job defending, but those long touchdown passes opened up the game, and then Prep just couldn't respond offensively. They had a couple of good drives early, including one they got down within the 30 or the 20 of BA and couldn't convert on fourth down. So for building that Prep, you got to see a better performance offensively for them. And I think Wyatt Harmer, he was strong at times, but some of those reads that he made under center, I think could have been done a little better. And just early season, you'd like to see him improve on this, but I just expect to see a little bit more. Now, credit BA for what they did, because they came in and executed, especially defensively. And our boy we just talked to making a huge impact on that side of things. But he was a beast, and he really led the charge defensively, but there were others as well on that line. And I gotta say, just BA really rose to the challenge and defended Hilton at Prep really well. And Dolphins still have a lot to work on, especially getting things.
Looks like Big Raw has rejoined us. Let's see if we can hear him now. Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, Bubba. You were saying.
Hello, we back.
Sounds like coaches are hollering at people to get their stuff done. What were you saying? We were talking about that defense.
Get the trash off the bus.
Yeah, we got to clean that bus up now.
Oh, the defense played phenomenal. It was really it was our linebacker core and our defensive line. As a matter of fact, it was the whole group. I can't say it was just us. It was the whole group, because our DBs, they made plays. We got picks. We got forced turnovers. We got a lot of stuff. We gave them a donut. So
give the donut. Yep. Talk about the defensive stand you guys had at the end of the half. At the end of the first half, and it looked like Hilton Prep had that long pass, like 30 yards to set up, and then they got to the town, the pass interference. Talk about how you guys shut them down and kept them off the scoreboard.
So what we had to do, we had to go in the locker room. We had to regroup. We had to think the game was still 0-0. We had to still think we was down. We had to still think we was doing like everything wrong, so we can get on the right track. We can get back to what we was doing, because after that long delay, it was a downer.
Yeah, it was about an hour long.
And you guys got bored. You got on Instagram Live, and I chatted with you for a minute.
Oh yeah, yes
sir. No, good showing by you guys. I don't know if you're scoreboard watching, but Colleton Prep is having some trouble. They're down 21-14 against JP2 in the second half. So I know that's a team that you guys definitely were looking at as one of the teams in your way. So what do you make of that first, or at least first half over there in Hardinger?
I was watching a little bit of the game. I feel like both teams are playing great. But I feel like that we will have a game plan when we play Carlton Prep. We will have a game plan. We will execute it right, and I feel like it'll be another W. But as we speak right now, it's a good game. It's a very great game. Both teams are playing their heart out. There's a lot of stuff going on. I seen a missed field goal. I was like, oh my God. And then when we went on, I was like, I wonder if it's the end of the game. No, it's really halftime. They still got a whole another half to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a late
and
start over there due to the
it
lightning.
was not looking great in terms of getting it in, or at least trying to, because it gets dark around 8, a little after 8, and credit to you guys for putting it beyond all doubt, which made it easier to call when it was 36-0. I mean, obviously, if it was closer, it would have been interesting, but you guys found a way to really put it away. And there was a stint that it felt like Prep got a stop to start that third quarter. Maybe it could have been a game, but Devin Tripp erased all of that with that kickoff return for a touchdown. How hype was that to watch Devin score that on the ensuing kickoff to start the half?
It was very exciting. It was very, very, very exciting. I'm talking about like jumping for joy excitement. Because that's how we supposed to support our teammates. And after like every play, we supposed to support them. So if I made a play, I know they would have supported me. So if he made a play, I'm gonna support him.
Right on, man. Where were you watching that game?
It's like a link. I'll send y'all it. It's a link.
Oh yeah, hook us up.
It's on Huddle.
Oh, it's on Huddle. I was trying to find it on Huddle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, whatever you sent, JJ, I was looking at. I didn't see a scoreboard or anything.
Yeah. Oh, for the HHCA game, yeah. That was a battle. I thought you meant the John Paul game was what you were watching. You watching that HHCA game?
That's the one. Yeah, that one's so tight. It looks like Porter Gallon is going to
Yeah. So latest update from there, and if you can make the sound for the first time. I don't know where it is. Where's my sound? Oh, there it is. Jubilant fanfare. So we have jubilant fanfare. It was 39-13, but Tommy Gams, JP2 transfer, just took one to the house. So it's now 39-21.
Okay.
Porter Gowd. That game was tight for a minute. It was 19-13 or 19-14, and HHCA was driving. And then they threw incomplete on fourth down. Porter Gowd drove down and scored and made it 25-14 and then kind of poured it on. But that game was really tight in the third quarter. So, not a bad showing.
I mean, much better result than the last year. I mean, we talked about last
no doubt.
I mean, it was pretty much
that's what we were looking for.
Hey, Ron, who y'all got next?
Who do we have next? Oh, we have Carolina. I think we got Carolina Academy. If I'm not mistaken.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you get in there and do your thing. We appreciate you hopping on, and we'll check in with you boys down the road.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Be
Have
good.
A good one,
Great
man.
debut. We'll talk
Have a good weekend.
Oh, yeah. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles,
All
yes.
Right. Good stuff from Ross Saunders.
Good stuff there from Buford Academy. That team looks like it's gotten, and I think what really impressed me was the play of the baby Dietrich, or not, our baby Nick Shuford. Dietrich Shuford, the former quarterback, but Nick Shuford, not the coach, the kid who was he was dropping some times in there. I mean, those 2 touchdown passes were. I mean, you had to find that touch on those throws, and he did it twice, and he was really efficient. I have the numbers right here if I can pull them up here. He went 8 for 9 for 231 and 3 touchdowns. So that is pretty impressive stuff.
Good grief. Man.
Yeah, and they were really committed to try to run the ball early. They were committed to it, but Prep was just shutting it down, and they had to look for something else. And then when they went over the top, that loosened things up. And then I think Prep just wore down as
Yep.
that game went on. It was
And that's
so
when
terribly hot,
oh
just
yeah, for sure.
terribly hot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's like which
so much for the cool down that we
no,
had for a few
Oh, it was
days.
nice
no,
out at JP2 this evening.
it
I
wasn't
won't
too bad.
Sure,
Like
after the
it's
rain.
City
all stuff
Hall.
happened,
Makes
Yeah.
but
sense.
yeah, Nick Underwood was also tremendous in this game, and they turned to him early. He was able to really find some control on the ground, and I think that opened up a lot more for this offense as it went around as this game went along. But don't forget about Nick Underwood.
Yeah.
He's been better than what I remember him. I mean, having that off season, he's been getting better, and the explosiveness has just been increasing from him. And exciting BA team, especially the way they play defense. That defensive line I thought really did its job really well, and the addition of Ra is going to make it an important impact. And yeah, so Buford Academy certainly will be interesting to see how they do coming off of this one. St. John's Christian, Patrick Henry should be an interesting one on. Although I think Buford Academy the way they've been playing, and we'll have to see how Patrick Henry comes into this year. But I think things can really are really working out for BA to make a good run to start off the year. And obviously, you don't want to look too ahead, but Thomas Hayward, last game of the year, Halloween night at Thomas Hayward. That could be exciting.
Gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and then they play Hilton Christian Academy on the 17th.
I will be there.
Good start for BA. That'll be interesting to see if they can continue.
Yeah, I think you can kind of throw out the kind of sluggish start on offense, chalk it up to trying to establish the run, maybe a little longer than they should have stuck to it, but just sticking to your game plan. There's no harm in that. And then I mean, early season stuff and the heat.
Yes,
It was sluggish at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was prone for sluggishness. It was very hot. I mean, we were just standing around and sweating buckets. So those guys were working hard out there, and just glad everybody came out of it healthy. It sounds like.
Yeah, that's the
huge
thing you really were hoping for. Anything but yeah. I mean, hopefully, if Hilton had prep, you look to, and you have a winnable game next week. I think the St. Andrews game coming up next week. You get at home, a good opportunity to potentially bounce back game. I think they won last year, or a game
Right.
Yeah, they've been playing well against that team. So you throw this one out. You certainly want to be a bit more competitive, but you turn the page to another opportunity against St. Andrews team, which I think they should have a solid opportunity against. Hilton at prep, tough first game, but I'm interested in seeing how this Doug McFadden team will bounce back in game 2 next week.
Yeah, they got some juice. They got some players, especially on defense. They're solid. They've got to solidify some things in the secondary, but not everybody they play is going to be able to throw it like that.
Yeah, they got a good back in Davis Cargill. I think likes a bit more from their blocking. And then Wyatt Harmer, he had some good moments, but there were some plays that he made that you kind of wish he didn't force him into coverage. I think the frustration had a little bit to do with that, especially as it got on later. You had to make a big play because the game script changes when you get behind by a decent amount. So that can be tough for a quarterback, for a guy like Wyatt Harmer. But I still think he has the capabilities of being an impactful player. And Hilton at prep, if they get ahead, if they control the tempo, I like the way they play offense. They just a couple of quick strikes and really put them behind the 8 ball. They just couldn't find their game again.
Yeah. Well, and Prep had a chance there right at the end of the half. They had a good drive, got down in the shadow of the goal line and couldn't punch it in. And Harmer had 2 passes that hit hands, and one of them he just floated it a little too high and allowed the DB to make a play on it. If it had a little less air under it, would have been a touchdown. And then he had another one that he threw a bullet in there and went off the hands. And if he just had a little bit more touch on that one, it would have been a touchdown. And so there were some narrow margins there where it could have been a 22-7,
and that completely changes the
game going into halftime.
If you get that late touchdown, then that completely makes obviously BA win. I mean, they took the kickoff for a touchdown. Maybe they could have, but I mean, Yeah, I mean, it gets nervous to the other team when they go up a late score like that. So I mean,
Mhm.
this game was a lot closer in terms of those sequences that could have made it a little tighter, but just Prep couldn't find the execution
Yeah.
when need to, and that can make games a
Yeah, and
lot more
sometimes
lopsided.
that's the difference between who wins and loses, and sometimes it's
Absolutely.
the difference between a
Those
competitive game and a blowout. You know, it's
those
just those few
moments.
plays. Yeah,
I heard another podcast many many months ago, but it's all about winning the moments. Like there's like a
yep,
couple of like 3 or 4 most
yep,
impactful plays or situations. If you win all those, you normally win the game. And
right.
BA won
And
all of them.
sometimes it's almost like tennis, you know,
Yeah,
like that Carlton Prep JP2 game, they were going back and forth, scoring, and
yeah,
then JP2 got a stop, and there was a chance for some room, and then they fumbled at
right,
midfield, and Carlton Prep went and scored, and you know, so it's just little things like that
right.
that'll make all the difference. It's just the one play sometimes
Yes,
can completely change the
absolutely.
trajectory of the game, you know. So that's the things that coaches preach, the little
Yep,
things that
yep.
we can't make those unforced errors, but you'll see a lot of that early in the season. And the best part is that you know none of these games really count for anything.
Nope.
This is you know getting yourself ready for the
Getting your
ones
feet
that
wet.
do and
Yeah,
trying to yeah. I mean, gosh, we're playing football on August
right.
15th.
In August,
Can't
90-degree
expect
Yeah.
weather.
them to
So
be
I mean,
well-honed machines at
goodness.
this point.
All these
But
teams will look much more different in a month. That's
And
that's
some
for
teams
sure.
will
Give,
say
absolutely.
that, but
give them give
for
them
me, for
2 or 3
Italian clubs, they look
weeks.
the same that they played like today. So we'll have
Yeah.
to see if
But no, BA looks solid. I expected them to be. I mean, we knew they had a lot of pieces back on offense. The question was, you know, who plays quarterback.
yeah.
And I think they played around with a couple of things,
What
but little Nick looks like the guy, and you
Nick
got
was
him
the
for
guy.
3
I mean,
years.
Yeah.
that was the big like concern. How much of a downgrade would that be, if any? I mean,
Right.
losing a guy like Teacher who has been, I mean, he's been playing with his dad for so many years. Thomas Hayward and that BA. So what did he get from Nick? Well, that's it. There's something to say about playing, being the coach's son and playing
Like
quarterback.
father, like
Mhm.
son.
Yes.
Yep. Well, it's your brain out there. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I mean, you,
Right.
you get to train it every day. And when in the car on the way home to
Yep.
school and on the way home from practice, you get to put the thoughts in it that you want in there. And so it's a huge asset. And the other thing is they didn't lose Dietrich. They just moved him upstairs. He's up
Right.
there calling plays, or I don't know if he's calling plays, but he's the eye in the sky up there. And so, you know, they got
Yeah.
his mind and voice in that headset too,
Means something.
and so there's some continuity there. And you know they've got a good thing going.
Yep.
Raw is a big addition, and you put
Oh
him
yeah.
and Trey in the middle on
Huge.
any Schizo 1A team, and that's going to be a problem. So you know they're going to be tough. I have to say, you know, we're waiting on an update from JP2, but I was so impressed with JP2. Oh, we have a final. Jubilant fanfare doesn't feel right. How about I don't know, into space. No, that's not good. We'll do jubilant fanfare just for tradition, but it's not a good update. 46-21, the final from Porter Goud. So the Eagles coming home with an L, but definitely saw some bright spots in there. They showed well against a really tough program. So all is not lost for HHCA. But back to what I was saying about JP2. Tremendously coached football team coming out of the gate. And, you know, what we had been hearing, you know, about scrimmages and stuff was that they hadn't looked very good, is what I had heard. But whoever was telling me that wasn't watching the same football team that came out there tonight, because they came out right off the rip, got the ball first, 2 plays. Alan Wolf goes to the house impressively. And then Colleton drove down and scored, but JP2 answered right back and put together a drive. Jaden Inabinet is a freshman, and you are going to know the
I've
name.
Yeah.
I
This
have heard
kid
that kid
I've
can
heard of him for years, but
move.
I've just been waiting, you know, because it doesn't really mean that much until they get to high school. That's when it
Right.
matters. And boy, we're going to know his name. He's
Yeah.
legit. He broke some long runs, set up that second touchdown. He got loose on, I didn't see what the route was, but he was wide open for a deep bomb from Wolf and scored easily to go up 21-14. And I imagine he's going to have some big plays in the second half too, because he's a guy, and they found some bigs since they came to media day. I'll tell you that. Sean Phelan's out for one. We were told at media day that he was not planning to play football. He was focusing on basketball. He's out there and he makes a difference. Russell Spencer, an 8th grader, looks like a man playing
He is
at right
a
guard.
dude.
And then Griffin Spencer is playing a left tackle. And they got a little bitty old center, but he gets the job done. And they're tough. They are, and the thing that impressed me the most is they are a well coached football team. They have invested in a staff. Shane Milligan is not running a 1 or 2 or 3 man show over there. He's got young coaches with energy
And
who are coaching during the game. I mean, coaching. And
it's been that way.
And then here's the other thing that stuck in my mind tonight. Saddled up beside our old friend Mark Clifford, and I saw him gimping in, and I thought that looks like Clifford's walk, but I couldn't figure out why he'd be at the JP2 game tonight. But Shane Milligan's dad and Mark Clifford coached together at East Carolina years ago.
No kidding.
And Shane's dad was in town for the game, so Mark came over and watched the game on the sideline with him. And he told me that he comes and watches JP2 practices frequently because he loves the way he runs a practice. And man, I can't think of a bigger compliment than an old ball coach going out of his way to watch you practice because he loves the way you run in practice. But that says a lot for what Shane Milligan's building over there. And I'll be the first to say I did not expect this tonight. And no matter how it turns out, they've shown well and changed my opinion of them for the season.
Right. And Max said the same thing. I was very impressed with the way that they came into media day and just seeing the guys. They brought a lot of guys with them, but I noticed that the size wasn't there for the most part of the contingent that was there at media day.
Yeah, they didn't bring the bigs with them.
Right. It's going to be an improved team. There's no doubt about it. They're looking sharp tonight, surprising us for sure. It's going to be a fun team to watch. I look forward to seeing them down the line.
I look forward to an update from
Hilton Head prep game.
I'm surprised. I've yet to hear from him, at least recently. I've been checking the feed, and I've yet to see.
I haven't seen any updates.
This is much more.
I hope his phone didn't die.
That's why you gotta charge it up before you leave. That's
yeah. But I'm dying for an update from that one because that was a barn burner of a game while I was over there at Donnybrook, if you will.
An unexpected one.
Well, hey,
sure. It looked like
we got some news from the chat over on Instagram. Hilton Head Prep kicking off the girls' golf season tomorrow at the Buford Open at Crescent Point, 1 o'clock. Tea times over there. So that's from the HHI Golf Shop. We appreciate it.
Very nice.
But that's what we got tonight.
Just a little appetizer before things are getting started.
Just a little snack. While we wait for an update from Max, we can take a look ahead at what's coming next week because we have a full slate. We got 14 games in total. 8 of them in our local market and 3 Lowco on Lowco. We got Fort Dorchester at Beaufort. Beaufort was scheduled to play up at Hampton County tonight, but I don't know if they got that one in with the weather. But Beaufort, I talked with Bryce Libran today over text. He sent me a really nice note just saying, hey, I know the grind's about to start for you guys. I really appreciate what you guys do. And that was awesome.
He's a class act.
He's awesome.
He really is. Really is.
Along with a bunch of others.
Yep.
Jubilant Fanfare. We have an update. A field goal from JP2. It's 24-14 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
I am impressed by the composure of this JP2 team and the way they're playing defensively. I mean, this looks like a completely different team than what we've seen the last several years. Give credit to Shane Milligan. Obviously, there's still got to finish it off. There's still 2:38 to go in the third quarter, but This is incredibly encouraging, more so than we ever expected to see from the way Alan Wolf and this JP2 offense. And on top of that, the way they've been locked in defensively, it's really been a tremendous effort at home so far, and can cause a Brett fight an answer. A team that we have continued to see.
Just 2:38 to play in the third quarter, so they've milked a little clock off. That explains the lack of updates. But we do have an update from the comments about a scrimmage tonight. Buford lost to Hampton 21-7. Lil J says they look rough, man, and there you go. Hampton 21-7 over Buford. But no, I was texting with Bryce, and I told him appreciated the text and told him how much we appreciate him and wished him luck and all that. And he said, we're pretty average right now. We expect to get better. Our defense is pretty solid, but our offense is a little limited right now, so we're working on that. So that comes out in the score there, 21-7. So
right.
Strictly run. Yeah, they're going to be pretty one-dimensional, but they didn't attempt to pass in the state championship game against Powdersville a couple years ago. So one-dimensional can work in high school football if you can get that one dimension down to an art. And they do have a good offensive line, or an experienced one anyway. So you'd think that they'll find some success on the ground as the season goes on. But they're going to have a tough test next week at home against Fort Dorchester. I'm sure Jimmy Searson will be over there with bells on for that one. He was regretfully missing their game tonight, their scrimmage, because he was at the Colleton Prep game. Got to see the whole Searson family over there. I saw a lot of people tonight. That's the best part, is going out and seeing everybody. Saw Rich Pasirico, saw Jerry Faulkner, saw Coach Maynard. I saw Braden Deneen and his dad Shay.
Hey,
Braden Deneen. And then over at JP2, we saw our friend Scott Catterton, the trainer from Colleton Prep with the Mohawk. He's rocking the Mohawk again this year. Saw a bunch of people. We saw our new intern Cameron Jacoby out there taking some photos, and his pops, and my friend Scott Crosby and Candace Crosby, and she's coaching the cheerleading team for JP2. So Russell Spencer. I also saw this is just naming some people. I also saw Richard Jennings, great man. And he let me know that Hayden Jennings joining the JP2 baseball staff. So, and they're trying to get him on the football staff as well. We love it when our Lowco kids come home and join the coaching staff. So that was all good. But anyway, I was telling you about next week's games. Bluffton's at Whale Branch. That one looks like probably could get out of hand. I think Whale Branch is going to be a little down this year. Whoa. Speaking of, 42-0. Hilton Head over Whale Branch. They're playing full games for
the Jamborees. I thought they
now. Jeez Louise.
Wow. I take back what I just said, possibly.
Whale Branch is going to be a little down this year. They're going to be a little down. They lost some dogs, both to graduation and to the portal, including Big Raw. So they'll take their lumps against the big boys. They'll still fight against their weight class, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold down Bluffton's offense tomorrow or next week. Hampton at Colleton. Colleton got roughed up a little bit tonight per our Colleton County correspondent, Lily Mitchell. 28-6. Bamberg beat up on them in the scrimmage. So we've heard some good things out of Colleton. So we'll see how that goes. But I think Hardyville might get Whale Branch. There's good things coming out of Hardyville camp. We're too deep on the line now, and that's critical. That's critical.
It's great.
I'll see Whale Branch against Ridgeland in a few weeks. That's our first game on WHHI.
All right. I like Ridgeland this year. They're going to be tough.
I do too.
Yeah. We got Hampton Colleton. We mentioned that. That should be a good one. We got a county line rivalry there. Hampton probably expected to be the favorite, but Colleton got a chip on their shoulder about that one. Stall at Hilton Head. I think the Seahawks are going to be poised to roll in that one. May River at Airport. Road trip for the Sharks to with the the slot T Mafia goes on the road to airport. Battery Creek at HHCA. I know Marcus, you're
Albeit that
headed to
one.
that
Yes,
one.
that's all
As
shit
And
it
long
is.
as there's no deluge of rain like
well,
we
sure.
got stuck in last
Um,
a
That's
few
going to be
hours
an
ago.
interesting game.
It will
I've
be.
heard pretty good reports from Battery Creek camp, and
It should
I
be
think
fun.
they're going to be big and physical up front, which is not HHCA's strong suit. So,
No.
whether they can contain Reed McCollum is the question, but
Yeah,
that could be a good
that's
matchup.
kind of fun. That might be the place where I end up too because two local and local game, two teams that really intrigued me this year, and I think Kilden Kushkemi could be tested by what we are seeing over there at Battery Creek. So I most likely will be there as well. Although Fort Dorchester Buford should be a good one as well. But I like getting that guaranteed winner going to a an all local game. But Fort Dorchester has had the better of Buford in years past.
Yep.
Yeah, they certainly have. I thought you might be attracted to the Bluffton Whale Branch game just to see the Bobcats,
Yes,
but it is a long
yeah,
trek though.
it is a long
Um,
trek, and I don't know if I was confident after they were dispatched last year.
yeah.
I,
Yeah, it could it
yeah,
could get it could get ugly early. I'll be at the Ville. We got Bethune Bowman coming to the Ville to open things up. We beat them up pretty good last year, and we hope that we have success again this year. So that'll be fun. Ridgeland starts at Eau Claire. They played them at home last year and got a dub. JP2 goes to Lawrence Manning, which is a far more interesting game now than it was 24
indeed.
hours ago in our minds.
Absolutely. Maybe even 12
We
hours
are
ago.
Into the
into
third,
the third.
still
JP2 up by 10, but
24-14
Colleton is driving.
in the red zone. Maybe we can get a live
Your
look
Scott Hansen voice.
from yeah, in the red zone. So yeah, JP2 Lawrence Manning looks more interesting now. St. Andrews at Hilton Head Prep is very interesting.
Yep.
St. Andrews coming over to play in the afternoon delight, which is no delight this time of year. That should be a good one.
It's not
Colleton Prep
easy.
at St. John's Christian. Will it be a bounce back game for Colleton Prep, or will they come back and win this one in the fourth? We shall see. We still have some drama at this late hour on the
Yes.
first Friday of high school football season. Academic Magnet at Patrick Henry, the rare. We got two Skiza Shizzle crossovers. That's a
Yeah, we
rarity.
do.
Thomas Hayward at Bethesda. A lot of Thomas Hayward Rebels out in attendance tonight at JP2, checking out some competition. And Cross, which originally we had them scheduled to open at the Kings Academy tonight, but I saw that game disappeared from both schools' schedules. So I think it may have been scrapped. They may have both agreed that they weren't ready yet, or I don't know. But next week, Cross scheduled to go to Jefferson Davis, which is
Good old
never a
JD.
picnic.
Yeah.
Never a picnic.
No.
So we'll see how that one goes. But I will say that's never a picnic. But I think this Cross team is going to be much improved.
I
I've
agree.
seen
I like
I've
the
just
new
seen some
coach.
video coming out. Oh yeah,
Big
I
fan
mean
of Rico.
he's an All-American from
Yeah,
Tennessee.
former NFL player. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was an animal at Tennessee, one of the greatest to ever play there. And he brings big energy, obviously great football IQ
Yep.
philosophy. And I think I was really impressed with them at Media Day. And I've seen a lot of video that they put out, or a little video that they put out from camp, and they just look like a football team, and at times last year they didn't look like they had enough guys that were really ready for that. So I think it's a lot of it's youth. They were really, really young, and some of that's starting to come to fruition now. But I think as soon as they have success, that program is going to grow fairly quickly. It's just that nobody wants to go to the program that has never won. So you gotta be the first ones
Yep.
at some point. You gotta set
Gotta
a
be the guinea
foundation,
pig.
and then people will follow you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think they got a good group this year. I'll go check it out. 8-man football is wild. I told you I was talking with Mark Clifford tonight. You guys
You
go
would
back
know
far
about it.
enough that. What's that? Oh yeah.
He would know
So,
about 8-man football.
yeah, and that's what we were talking about. A couple of things. One is I was talking about how crazy I would have thought you were if you told me 15 years ago that there'll be a time where Hilton Head Prep can't hold a candle to Buford Academy in football because,
Yeah.
15 years
Yep.
ago, Hilton Head Prep was
You
a
got Rompaduzzi
power,
there, and
Even
and
10
BA
years
was a
ago.
powerhouse.
fledgling 8-man program.
Yes,
And
the
and
it was a
now,
boom.
and I said it, and it all happened because you had the guts to go coach 8-man football, Mark Clifford. And he goes, I didn't know till after I signed the contract. And I said, what? And he said, yeah,
Well,
I signed the contract. And then Durbin said, oh, by the way, we
yep,
play
and he won
8-man
the state
football.
championship, and
So
then that
I had to
really,
go start watching a bunch of Texas 8-man games on YouTube.
yeah,
But he
yeah.
loved it. He said he loved it.
Hey,
He said that was the only time he ever got to hang 60 on somebody was in an 8-man game.
ah,
And
that's
he
good.
really enjoyed it. And
What a character! What a
him
character
going
that
over
he
there
was.
and winning the
Honestly.
state championship in the first year, and the next year they were 11-man. And I mean, you talk
He
about
resurrected the program.
winning
Yeah,
resets
another 8-man
the
year, and then
trajectory.
yep.
And so that was a huge move for them. And then, they made another really good move by snagging Shuford a couple of years ago, and letting Cliff stay on and kind of advise him, and they got that program rolling good now. So I expect them to be a serious contender in SCISA 1A,
Yeah,
and they expect to. I mean, they're
yeah,
shooting for it all.
yeah. They're looking the part, especially adding such an important component from Whale Branch,
Yeah,
because
Rob.
that has a
Yeah.
lot of size to the line. That's something you always don't see in skis. So that's an important
He's
addition.
really
But
good on both sides of the ball
yes,
too.
I mean
Not
that's a guy
everybody
who can
is.
plug and play on both sides, as you said, and deliver that important impact. So I'm all in on what this BA team has been doing. Obviously, Hilton Head Prep, tough performance from them, but I expect to see a lot more. Touchdown Colleton Prep. The 2-point
Indeed.
try is good. We've got ourselves a 2-point game
2-point
with
game.
10:40 to go. Did you expect this kind of drama tonight?
I mean,
Wild.
I didn't expect Carleton Prep to lay down and let this one go.
No.
I guarantee you that. They're tough kids. And, talking with Scott before the game, well, actually, early in the game, I said, I didn't really expect this. And he said, I don't think they did either. But we both agreed that that's exactly what a team needs sometimes is, they had a great preseason. They were feeling like, hey, we're state championship contenders. And they came out there and they got popped in the mouth by a team that they didn't expect to be able to do that to them. And so that can be a great thing for your team to get a little wake up call early. And if they can pull this out and win it, it could really propel them. On the other hand, JP2 needs to get this
Golden
dub. I mean,
opportunity, yeah.
Yes, they do in a bad way.
I wrote in the preview that they had this one
Really
circled
bad.
as a winnable game, and now it feels like
Now it feels
almost
like
a
we
must-win
better
game.
hold on, or else
Yeah, you better win it now.
you're
You played
certainly-
too well not to, right?
Yeah,
So we're going to find something out about these two teams in the last 10:40
that's
of this
exciting.
game, and hopefully we can get Max to join us live and take us home because we're
He's
we
getting
are
down
getting down
to
to it.
it.
This
Yeah.
is why we do it live, so we can do this. By the way, this show presented by Mickelson Law Firm, our original sponsor, our all-star sponsor. And with us since the beginning, they're presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage and our official real estate closing attorney. But they can help you with all your legal needs at Mickelson Law Firm. We also thank Hudson's Seafood House on the Docks. Great place for seafood, sunsets, and cocktails on Hilton Head Island. Presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. I told you I saw Coach Basirko tonight. They're looking forward to getting back the Tuesday after Labor Day. They're taking a little hiatus during the dog days, but they're ready to talk NFL, college football, MLB down the stretch. So check out Under the Bus. So that's a couple of our sponsors. And also Twenge and Twombly. They got a funny name, but they get real results. They're personal injury attorneys out of Beaufort. Twenge and Twombly brought to us by Jeff Riley, the legend.
It's awesome.
So there you go, boys. Some of our sponsors. If you want to join us, join them. Get in touch with us. Locosports@gmail.com, info@locosports.com. You can find my phone number on the internet, social medias. Just hit me up. I'll get you the information.
He's
We'd love to have
everywhere,
you as a
folks.
sponsor. Yeah, I'm here. I'm there. I'm every bleeping where. I've been watching a lot of Ted Lasso lately. I'm into spoiler alert. I'm into Roy Kent's tie-dye
Speaking
days
of
now. So
Speaking of soccer, we are only a few days away from some preseason action for the USCB women,
yeah.
who get going on Wednesday against Francis Marion in an exhibition game on the road. So
All
I
right.
wanted
Oh, I need to
wanted to watch.
update this ticker. Uh-oh. We got Max. Live Max sighting.
Max is in the house.
He's loading. Max is loading. There he is.
There he is.
Max is loaded, fully loaded, and live from City Hall. I better not say it like I usually do. What do you got, Maxie?
Hey guys, just 9:23. JP2 has just scored another touchdown. Wolf, the werewolf, scores another touchdown. Long, probably 65-yard run. It is 31-22. JP2 with 9:23 left in the fourth.
Oh my.
Shades of CT talking about Tilton, who
Christian
seems to
Tilton.
run all over the
You know,
place.
Born again.
You know, from here on out, I'm calling Wolf the werewolf, man.
I like
I'm
that.
calling him the
it.
werewolf.
That's
The
perfect.
Wolf Man. Did you say
Werewolf.
31? Yeah, 31-22.
Yeah, 31-22.
All right, you're gonna have to stay with us and bring us home, I think.
Yeah, if my battery can last, if my phone battery can last, then I'll stay on through the whole time.
This is why you charge it before the. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, gotta get.
Oh, I did. I did.
Yeah, he's
I
been
need
running.
to get me one of those portable chargers so I can have it on the go.
For sure.
It's a must.
Yep.
It's a must these days. All right, so back up by 9, which is critical. That extra point was huge. That makes it a 2-score game. So we've got intrigue. And how much time was left?
There is 9:14 left in the fourth quarter.
Man, so they answered right back. Resilient effort from JP2.
They did it quick. I think it was 2 plays. In that second play, Wolf went for the touchdown. Long
That's
run
just
out.
like the first drive of the game. Second play of the game, Wolf took it to the house.
So they'll be calling him prep ball 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line.
All right.
See what they can do here.
I was at that game last year up at Colleton Prep, and you know, it was a battle. CPA won it. There was a horrible injury. Jackson Sanders breaking his arm on the first series of that game.
I remember that.
But man, I really thought Colleton Prep was going to be stronger this year than last, and I thought JP2 was going to be a little bit better, but
wow, big gain for another first down for Colleton Prep. Great pass by the quarterback for CPA. They'll be on the first and 10 right on the 50-yard line.
All right.
This Colleton Prep team is not going to go away, and we've seen how hard they compete. In
you want to flip that thing around and let us watch? You should flip that thing around and let us watch, Max.
Hold on 1 second, fellas. Hold on. All right, I'm out of the blue. We're good. We're good.
What? I said flip that thing around and let us watch.
Flip the phone.
I'll see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can flip the camera here. Give me a second.
There you go.
I don't know if you can flip the camera, but you can turn your phone around.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me get you a good view here. Hold on.
And we'll take you full screen. There we go. There we go. It's something.
JP2 with the sack. So it will be 3rd down and long.
Bonus play coming up.
Big play
down
coming
3rd and
up.
long. Let's see if I can get the view here.
It's close to if they can get a stop right now.
3rd
and long.
Blow this thing up as big as I can.
Stand here.
See what we got. 3rd and long for the Warhawks. That looked like that was movement.
Oh, he's on the move. He's on the move. He's
Deep
throwing
pass
deep.
down the sideline. Out of bounds.
Way out of
way out of
bounds.
bounds. It's 4th down.
The throw, no good. It is 4th down and about 15-16 here. So we'll see if they punt here. More than likely they will with 7:40 left in the 4th.
7:40. Tough decision.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
it's hard-
should have tried to
hard
get
to
half
feel
of it back
chances.
there, right? Instead of going for all of it.
that
Yeah.
2-score game makes impactful because
Oh, they're going to go for it here, fellas. They're going to go for it here.
This could be it
See,
right
I
here.
feel like it's 4 down territory, which is why I think I would have tried to get half of it on that play.
I
And it
agree.
is no good. No good. Turnover. JP2's ball. They're going to drive it back here.
Ooh,
Wow.
JP2
Wow.
football.
I mean, they can put it
Yeah.
away with the score right here.
Effort.
Get on the other side of the field here. Hold on, fellas.
In the
A
knockout punch of
touchdown
number
here would
4.
put it away
Pretty much.
for JP2.
Yeah, just soak up as much of that clock as you can and put it in for either 3 or 6 or 7. And
Well, and here's the thing about JP2 is like, my opinion of him
You
going
can
in
score
was
quickly.
based on I wasn't sure about the offensive line, right? Well, now I've seen that offensive line.
Yeah.
That offensive line's legit.
Right.
And so now I'm like,
I mean, I talked with the head coach for JP2, and
Shane
he said
Milligan.
this is the biggest line. Yeah, and he's told me this is the biggest line that they have had in his time as a
one of
coach
the
here at
biggest
JP2.
guys is on the sideline right now. Jonathan Dominguez is on the sideline right
Yeah.
now, number 79, and he's the biggest of the bunch. Maybe if he's not the biggest, he's the second biggest. So like they're going to be a problem because they're shifty. That flex
Fumble.
cone offense.
We have a fumble.
Oh no!
See whose ball it is. It is JP2's ball. Ooh, that was interesting.
Dodged the bullet.
Jump on top of it. Wow.
They had a chance to get some separation in the first half, and a lost fumble led to a tying score for Colleton Prep. So that would have been disastrous. But JP2 still up 9. And driving for what could be the dagger.
You know, the funny thing, Justin, is he told us about, multiple times about how that middle school program they have is really strong. And it's starting to show up on the varsity team as well. They got that number 4 running back for them who's got some legs, man.
Jaden and Nabonet, he's something else.
Yeah.
The score, Capilata Linden, is 31-22, JP2, with time ticking down. Yeah, Spencer holding his own very well out there. They had one lineman go down. He had a hammy strain. He's trying to stretch it out, but Spencer in there at left guard or right guard, and he's just holding it down.
And unfortunately, he's gone down again. The cramps are, I think, hitting him right now.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's that time.
Jaden.
Oh, Nabonet. Yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, JP2 middle school was undefeated last year. I know one big piece off of that team is now a Hardy villain. He's a Hurricane. Andres Dominguez. He's looking good for the Canes. Excited for him for wrestling as well. Younger brother to Jonathan. So what do we got? We waiting on an injury on the cramp?
Yeah, we have 2 injuries. Jaden for JP2, and then another player for Colleton Prep. Both came down on the play. Jaden got hit hard, but I think he's still dealing with cramps. He tried to get back in the game, but that first play they handed him the ball and he got hit hard, and he just laid down and just stayed there. So he might possibly be done for the night. That's the 3rd time he's kind of fallen on the field with leg issues. So he may be done for the night. I don't know. We'll see if he comes back on if it gets interesting here. But there's 6:23 left. It's 3rd and 5 for JP2.
The other guy who was tearing it up for JP2 was Andrew Boykin, number 40.
Yeah,
the fullback coming through, first man through. He was.
I mean, they got that trio of speed. You got Wolf and those two. 2 in the backfield for him. It's a good trio to have. And the other thing I've noticed with JP2 is they've been throwing the ball more than I was expecting them to throw it tonight.
Well, they chucked it a good bit last year.
They did, but a lot of the times when I saw them go for a pass, I just was never confident about it. Just watching this game, I'm more confident when they go into a passing play.
He's
Yeah,
Well, the other-
he's making. Yeah, he's growing into it. The other
Exactly.
guy,
Everybody's
number
a little
3,
bit older.
Wilkie Questel. I guess.
All
he
right,
came
here
over
we go.
from
3rd and
Beaver
5.
High.
Let's see if I can flip it here.
There we go. Pushing the pile.
And that is going to be 4th down. The first down was not completed, so they lost some yards on that play as well. So it'll be 4th and about 8 yards.
Yeah, probably send the
Max
punt
giving
team
us
out.
live updates from City Hall in Hardyville. JP2 leading Carlton Prep 31-22. JP2 with the ball, trying to put it away.
Here they are
One
on
of
the
the
field.
things one of the things I've noticed in this game is injuries are very apparent. Obviously, first game of the season for both of them, so you
Right.
can expect injuries, but a lot more injuries than I expected them to have today.
How much time's
Yeah.
left there, Max?
They got 5:42 in the 4th, and
Yeah,
then
they
it
need
is 4th down and about 7 or 8 yards for JP2. We'll see if they punt it here or they just go for it and see if they can shut this down from here on out.
Yeah, they make the count. Depends on how much you believe
They've
in how
had
well this
some-
offense is playing.
Their kicking game's been tremendous tonight. They've made
Yeah.
all their extra points. They made a
Great.
field goal.
Those
And they
special punts.
pinned them. Their
Defense.
punters pinned them inside the 5 twice
Yeah,
while
I
I
mean,
was
that's-
there.
yeah,
At least.
probably-
Yeah, he pinned them. The last punt they had, they pinned Colin Prep over to the 2-yard line. So they've been doing great on special teams. A couple field goals have been made tonight as well. So, they got good special teams, really good special teams.
They have coached this team
And
up,
JB2 will call a timeout here to discuss what to do on this 4th down in about 7.
All right. You are looking
So-
live.
Yeah, we're looking.
Disco turf field.
Yeah, I'm surprised this turf field is, better. It's
not
been
bad.
handling much better than I expected it to.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I've heard it gets a little slippery, but it didn't
hasn't
seem to be bothering them.
No, I mean, it hasn't been super slippery on here
I
tonight
think
either.
the
I
soccer
mean,
guys complain about that more than the football guys.
that's I hate saying that, but that's soccer. Sometimes they like to
Yeah.
complain a little bit.
Slippery is dangerous in soccer. You
It
put
is
out
really
foot and
dangerous.
slip.
That's a good point. This is very dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous in any
ACL
sport.
waiting to happen.
But yeah.
Hence why I still hate NFL using turf fields on most of them.
I'm not a big fan of turf fields in general. I get it. I understand the.
I just feel like it's caused too many injuries. All right, here we go. 4th down and 7. They're going to punt it here and give it back to Colin Prep.
Going for the
Colin
coffin
Prep
corner
has it.
again.
Yeah. Running down the field. Oh, he's still going. Oh, my. He's still going. He's still going. And, they called him out of
We're
bounds.
looking at you.
Sorry, but you can't even see it from my phone here. It's like way on the other side of the field.
Fair enough.
That's priceless.
I'd rather see the little ants running down the field than.
Hold on. Let me get over here.
Oh.
You have a camera at the game, sir.
Oh. He's still going. Turn it around. He's still going. Turn it around.
Shut it, guys. Shut it. I'm trying to see where they've marked him out of bounds here.
Turn it into comedy hour.
Dude, he kept he kept trucking through. Like every JP2 player he went through, he just slipped through their hands and just kept going down the field, and then finally caught him out of bounds. So they're out of bounds at about they're in JP2 territory, it looks like, right at about the 45, 46-yard line.
Ooh, doggy. We may be
Yeah.
getting our first onside kick of the season, boys.
Nothing like that on week -1.
Let's go.
4:45 left in the 4th here.
Yeah, man. Nothing like
Another injured player for
nothing
JP2.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's you get.
I mean, I was so hyped for football that I voluntarily drove down to Sea Pines when it was 1,000,000 degrees to watch that game today.
Brave man.
Yeah, I just had to go see some football.
Yeah,
It was happening.
Incomplete on first down for Colin Prep. It'll be
And-
2nd and 10 here at the 45-yard line.
NFL exhibitions don't do it for me.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
I'd rather watch like an arena league game than that. I
Right.
just want both teams to be trying. You know, like I just can't. I can't watch a competition where some of the people aren't trying. It doesn't work for me.
Right.
Incomplete. It is 3rd and 10 for Colin Prep.
That was quick.
Yep. 4:38 left in the fourth.
All right. Hey, going for broke. Our friend Jimmy Searson's over there as well.
Yes, he is.
There's a lot of people there, man. That place was
There's a lot
packed
of
out
people there.
tonight. They
Yeah,
still there?
both. Huh?
They still there?
Oh, yeah, they're still there. All of them are still
Good.
here, I think. I haven't seen
It's
one
here
person
for
leave.
you. Well, I left. I had to come do this. I'm kind of wishing I stayed now. This game's been amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of wishing that I wouldn't
Paul.
have turned around, or the rain should have held up
Yeah.
on the
False
way
start
because I was
against-
like 10 minutes out.
Yep. False start against the Warhawks. That's going to push them back 5 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Warhawks.
Oh my.
See what they do here. I got this referee in my way.
They love to get in the way.
Quarterback run, but it won't be enough for a first down. It'll be about 4th and 7. So the
Okay.
decision time here for the Warhawks. I think they got to go for it here.
There's no decision. You got to
No,
go.
you have to.
Yeah, they got to go for it.
Scores.
4:08 and counting here in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
need 2 scores. Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Yes, indeed.
Pitchy.
All right, here we go. 4th down for the Warhawks.
I'm going full screen. Where the ball is? That didn't look good for the Warhawks.
Turnover. GP2 gets the sack on 4th down, and it is Golden Warrior ball.
All right.
Well, now all they gotta do is take care of it.
Yeah, just
How much time left there, Max?
access that clock.
Oh, Max went on mute accidentally. But it was slightly under 4. Should be right around 4.
All right, 3:37 left in the fourth quarter. It is now Golden Warrior football, and they have a good chance of running it out or extending the lead.
You know how many timeouts Carlton has?
JB2 has 1 timeout remaining. I believe Colin Prep still has all 3.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So they'll have to.
That's a factor.
Interesting.
So they'll need to get a couple first downs.
Yep.
Anyway, and hang on to the football. 2 hands on the ball, boys. Got salt one away. I'm not rooting for JP2. Like I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
mean,
as JP2, that's got to be your mindset.
As you
Right.
say all the
Yeah,
time.
that's true. And like I'm not rooting for JP2. Like I'm really happy for them right now. But I'm also like kind of concerned about Carlton because I thought they were going to be real good. You know, like so. But I think they'll be fine. You know, I think this is going to be a wake-up call situation.
I think this
for
more
them.
just shows about how the potential of what JP2 could be this
Exactly.
year.
I mean, that's the story. This isn't about Carlton. I don't think. I think this is about JP2.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It is.
They,
No doubt.
2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors, 3-yard carry. So see what they can do here. 2:58 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
is Jaden back in there?
He is not. He looks like he's done for the game.
Hope he's all right. That's the only thing I worry about with him. He's a tremendous talent, but he is pretty slight. He's not a big kid.
Yeah.
And he'll get bigger. He's only a freshman, but he's not real big right now, and he's going to take some hits.
Get about 4. Brings up
Hope he stays healthy.
3.5 yards.
But he looks like the real deal. I'll tell you what. They got him at 5'10", 175. I'm not sure he's that big, but he's nice. He's quick.
So it is 3rd and about 4 here. It looks like Colin Prep may have called a timeout. So that'll be their first timeout on 3rd down for JP2 with 2:38 left in the 4th quarter.
Nice. By the way, freshman Russell Spencer, 6'2", 280. And he's every bit of it. Every bit of it.
Yep.
His brother's 6'4", 240. So
that's got some height in that family.
It was Spencer Murphy who was injured, had the hamstring earlier. He's probably back in the game because he's a dog.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 4 for the Golden Warriors here. See if they can get the first down and finish it out here. Wolf on the carry. And
Hold the ball there. Tackle made by.
he will be short. No gain on the play. It is 4th down and 4.
They'll bring up 4th down for the Golden Warriors.
4th down and 4 with 2:24 left. Timeout. I would assume that is the Colin Prep timeout.
Yeah. Where are they at on the field? Do you punt this one?
They are at about the 40. Hold on, let me take a look.
Yeah. I think I just punted.
Yeah, you got to trust the
They're
way your
at
unit's
the 40,
playing right
the 40, 43-yard line in Colin Prep territory.
Make them go the length of the field because they need
You got to
to
punt that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Punt it.
I mean,
the length of the field,
with how they've been punting it tonight, I'd do it.
Yeah.
And pin them down again and, get this game over with.
Yep, that's the move. Because, I mean, then you can just drop back and just don't give up anything big and make them milk clock to move down the field. They've got to get a miracle at this
interesting call here.
They're going for it?
Oh, the offense is on
They
the field?
are going for it on 4th down. Alan Wolf is behind center here.
They may just try to
Draw 'em off?
draw them off sides and then call timeout.
They did not. They ran the play.
Wow.
And did he get it? He did. First down, JP2 to close it out.
Wow.
2:19 left in the 4th, and it is counting down.
Jay Milligan just throwing it out there, Dan Campbell style.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Injury timeout here for JP2.
Party in Hardyville tonight.
That's going to be a party today, man.
We're going to get this first down. Andrew Boykin is going to be a bowling
2:12
ball.
left. 2:12 left in the 4th quarter. Another injury for JP2. Boy, they have been getting injuries on both sides tonight, man. Those cramps are becoming an issue.
It's going to be that way, especially for these first few weeks. We see it all the
100%.
time because of the heat and humidity.
Prehydrate.
So it will be first down.
Can't do it enough.
And it will be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line of Colin Prep territory. JP2 close it out. 2:12 left in the 4th. It is 31-22 with JP2.
Super.
How about
those guys?
How about that?
Yeah.
Anybody had this on our bingo card tonight?
No, man. This
Not
has
I.
been a 1-1 game a year ago. I mean, I just
What a crazy first game of the season for JP. I mean, this
I did
is
not see it coming.
well
Returned
beyond
3
Nick.
starters.
I thought they
Starters
would
from a
Be
1-win team.
competitive, but
Wow.
did
Man.
not have this.
And the clock starts and counting down. They hit the 2-minute mark here.
Just a tremendous coaching job to get this team
Yeah, great job
Yeah.
tonight.
I mean, what a performance that
exceptionally well prepared. They
Yep.
executed. I mean, I wrote in the preview that they'd
season,
have to
new
play
look.
their best game to have a chance
Boy,
to
to the ball
win.
there.
And I said
Yeah.
that might be too much to ask for a young team, but it wasn't.
Stopped
They
after
were
a
up
gain
to
of
the
about
task.
3 yards.
They showed me something,
2nd
man.
and 7.
This generation's a little different.
Yep.
at JP2.
Yeah,
They're gonna be tough.
and the other thing is, I'm kind of shocked by Carlton Prep tonight. I feel as if they should have played a better game tonight, and they just made mistakes left, right, and center tonight, and that's kind of what costed them this game.
Yeah, I saw their defense being a little tougher than that, but again, I
Yeah.
didn't anticipate JP2's offense being as dynamic as it was, or them
Agreed.
being as big up front as they were. So I really think it's the story is much more about JP2 outplaying them and being the better prepared team, and that's purely credit to because
And I would
again,
think-
Compton had a great preseason. Everybody
They did.
expected them to be really strong, so
And
I don't think that's a badly coached team.
Yeah.
I think it's
No,
a
they got
well-coached team,
playmakers. They got
JP2 was better.
playmakers who are going to fight
Again,
for
JP2
the top
is a
spot in their
3A.
region.
Yeah, I mean JPQ's a 3A team. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously Carlton Prep's gonna have a different weight class when they go against those other
Facts.
teams and that. But for JP2, I mean, it's got to be really encouraging.
Well, and this may be one, a couple years back, Carlton.
just to get a win early like this. I mean, just
Yeah.
to have this kind of excitement about what we could see this year from the Golden Warriors.
But you remember a couple of years ago, Carlton Prep.
All right, that's
played a
another
really
first
tough
down.
game against
Another
Florence
first down
Christian.
for the Golden Warriors. Another first down for them. And it is 1:20 remaining left in the fourth quarter for JP2, and they may knee this one out.
How about that?
Alan Wolf.
Special kid.
Yeah.
Very special kid.
Behind center.
Yeah.
Takes the knee with 56 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Victory formation for the Golden Warriors.
And they may take a knee one last time, and it will do for the Warriors here.
Heck of a showing, man. Impressive. Impressive win for JP2.
35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Here they come. They set up to take a knee. And they take the knee, and that is going to do it for the JP2 Warriors.
Wow.
They take down Carlton Prep 31-22. JP2 is looking like a much different team this year. JP2 starts the season 1-0.
What a feeling in that locker room it's going to be.
Yeah, man.
Good game.
It'll be hype over there. We're gonna have to try to get somebody from the Golden Warriors on the show Monday night, I suppose. And
I'm gonna see if I can get Coach on here with us.
Oh, that'll be awesome. I have another final. Cross did play. They lost 33-0 to the Kings Academy.
Hey, that's not bad. They lost. They had a much worse game last year against that team. So high hopes. High hopes are crossed, man.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, as we know, 33-0 can look a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can happen a lot of different ways. So it's hard to say what that really means. But yeah, last year they beat them 58-6 and 46-6. So that's an improvement.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps indeed. But yeah, let's see if Max can get Coach Milligan. That would be fantastic. Capper to week -1, the week before 0.
We're gonna go and try and find the coach here.
I don't know why we're still doing the week 0 thing.
I didn't make the rules.
Indeed. Big dub for JP2.
Huge. That's
Blowout
going to
win
get
for
them
BA.
going in the right direction. And BA is still really, really good.
Apparently, whoever's running JP2's Twitter/X account kept calling CPA the Red Hawks, which gave
Red
Stricklander a good laugh every time. They're the War Hawks. But,
Miami, Ohio.
a little side of disrespect with the loss tonight. Oh, we hear them. We hear them breaking it up. Oh, wait, they doing jumping jacks?
Game jumping jacks for him.
Oh, my. Still got energy.
Goodness.
Oh man.
Couldn't
Might
catch
catch
me
another
doing that.
cramp. Might catch another cramp in post-game jumping jacks.
Couple of them. That chihuahua.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
Whatever gets them hype, man. Whatever they've been doing, it's working. So
Yeah.
keep doing
Hey,
what you're
whatever
doing.
he's got,
But
whatever he's got them doing, they're doing
I'm
something right.
telling you, big, and he told me he had more support on the coaching staff this year, and that was going to make a difference. And you could see it on the sideline tonight. There was in-depth coaching happening in between series. You know, when the offense was on the field, the defense was getting coached up, and it was that kind of stuff makes all the difference.
Yep.
That in-game coaching is how you make those adjustments and you know, take away things that you're giving away. And they did a great job tonight of answering the call, answering the bell. Every time Carleton Prep, you know, threatened to make a comeback, they answered right back. Alan Wolf,
Yeah.
big time game.
No.
And that's what you want if you're JP2, especially when they get into region play. You're going to want to be able to answer back. If they try to do something to you, you answer back and you fight back harder. And they definitely did that tonight.
Alan Wolf starting off his junior year in a big way. And man, you look down this roster too, and you only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seniors on this roster. So, you know, they've been talking about that youth movement, and it has arrived in a big way tonight. So the schedule looks a little different perspective on that JP2
Yeah, Lawrence
schedule.
Maine
There
next
may be
week's
some more
really
wins there than we thought.
Yeah,
initially.
I'm excited to see what they can do up at Lawrence Manning. That's a tough game, but you know, just now a ton of confidence heading into that road trip next week up to Lawrence Manning.
Yeah, and it'll be the first game for the Swamp Cats, so may be able to catch them early. We'll see. That JP offense looks pretty lethal. Then they have Battery Creek at home. That's an interesting game. Then they have Bethesda at home. That's an interesting game. Then they go to HHCA for the first of 2 meetings, which those games look a lot more interesting.
Could be more
now
interesting,
than they did before. St. John's Christian, I think they have a great shot at winning that one. I like their chances against First Baptist now after what we saw tonight. I like their chances against Hilton Head Prep and you know, Pinewood to finish things off after the second one with HHCA. So it's a tough schedule, and we did say before the year, you know, that they could be a good bit better and it not show up that much in the win-loss record. But tonight's a big step in making it show up in the win-loss record, because this was one that you know, not a lot of people outside of the JP2 camp really were probably thinking they were going to win this game, but they were confident, and it showed from the start.
That's what it's all about. And yeah, I agree. They could definitely improve by a few games if they just keep moving along from this great start that they had with this game tonight. It's going to be a fun season with JP2. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 100%. And you know they got some tough non-region games coming up for them as well, and including one against.
The region itself is pretty tough with you know, Hilton Head Christian Academy.
But I see them now. I see them as a team that could pull off an upset against someone within the region.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
I still don't think. I mean, Hilton Head Christian. I mean, I don't think they're at their level yet, but I think that JP2 is right now starting to prove that they can belong in this region. They can compete in a couple.
Hey guys, I got a special guest with us. I got the head coach for JP2 here right in front of us. Ready for some questions, man.
What's up, Coach?
What's
hey,
up,
congratulations, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Couldn't be more impressed with the way you guys executed tonight and with your coaching staff. I mean, I talked about it several times tonight, but just watching your staff work on the sidelines during the game, making adjustments. And I know that's something that can be really tough at a small school. But it looks like they've really invested in giving you some support, and it's paying big dividends.
Justin, hey guys, can y'all go that way? I can't hear anything. Hey Justin, we did a great job making adjustments. I was telling Max earlier that we got a young crew up front, right? We've only got one guy, honestly, who's got experience playing at the high school level. Hey, can y'all slide that way so I can hear? We've got a young crew, but they're learning, and it's the biggest line that we've ever had, I think. And they're buying into everything that we're doing. All right, they're drinking the Kool-Aid. They're doing everything I ask. Now we got to do a little bit more conditioning come next week because I had too many people cramping. But part of that's the weather, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep. Talk
Yeah,
about the
not much
way
you can
Alan
do
Wolf
about
plays.
that heat.
No.
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, talk about the way Alan Wolf showed out there tonight in
Absolutely.
his first game of the year. He was sensational.
Alan is an exceptional individual, not only on the football field but the classroom. He's a leader in our community, and I trust him fully with the ball, and he knows that. I told him he's got the keys to the bus, and he's going to drive us all the way.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing tonight for sure. I was impressed with the resilience. You guys are awfully young, and that was what Colleton kept fighting back, and I was worried for you that you might kind of get steamrolled there in the fourth quarter. But when they cut it to 2, you guys 2 plays later, you're back in the end zone. What a resilient effort from a bunch of young guys. A lot of them playing their first varsity football game.
They came out hungry. They really wanted this one. We played them hard last year with a bunch of upperclassmen, and we just made too many mistakes. Our main focus through this week was taking care of the football, and I think we did a pretty good job at doing that. The resiliency of it, I think part of it was our players, but also the coaching staff, like you were mentioning. I mean, we were really on top of things tonight. My assistant coaches, my DC, Kendall Mazzo, did a great job getting guys out there. We've got a bunch of young guys, like you said, and we're trying really hard to get everybody reps and getting everybody some experience. Because even the young guys we have, the freshmen, that freshman started at corner tonight. Never played varsity before, and he stepped up big for us. He's going to be a good one here in the next few years. And I know Max earlier was talking about our running back Jaden. He is going to be special. I'm sure y'all heard about him from middle school last year. Got 4 years with it, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Talk about that decision on fourth down to pretty much seal the game at the end.
I knew between Allen and Andrew Boyden, we would take care of the ball and we would drive it home. Those two guys, when it's down to crunch time, I want the ball in their hands.
Boyden was an animal tonight.
Yeah.
He was an animal.
He was. And when I first got here, he was a guard, believe it or not, and he hadn't played much football. I mean, this is only his third year of playing football. And he's moved from guard to tight end, and now I trust him. So I say, hey, we're going to put the ball in your hands, and you're going to run over people, and you're going to be hard to tackle. As long as you don't fumble, I'm going to be a happy man.
Marcus, get in there, buddy.
Just talk about the youth movement. We talked with you during media day about it, Coach. A lot of guys, moving on. The guys, though, that you have, especially the young guys, they were eager, a few weeks ago when I met with them. Talk about just how everything's been going, and obviously a huge win, a team win, and a win that could, form a pretty daggone good season for you guys.
We've got 7 seniors, we've got 8 juniors, only 3 sophomores, and we got 16 freshmen on the team. 3 of those freshmen had very impactful playing time this game, and some of them are going to be called on more down the road. Our hopes for this year was to have a JV program, and we just didn't quite have the numbers. I'm still searching the school bin for some guys who might be missing the bus a little bit, because we got some guys there. I just got to try to convince them to get out here. But they know they're going to be ready when their number's called. Didn't get too many. Like I said, 3 guys really had an impact. Some more guys are going to be coming off the bench later.
My guy Russell Spencer, definitely impactful out there.
Yeah.
But you and I both know
Dude.
the best thing that can happen for recruiting your halls is winning that first one, brother.
That's right.
Now
That's
everybody
right.
wants to be a part of a winner. So you get to go to work on Monday and start handing out physical forms, right?
Oh yeah, we most definitely we get to wear our Victory Monday shirts next week, which everybody loves because they don't have to wear the school uniform. And I'm sure we'll get some guys wanting to join up after that.
So the whole school gets to wear dress down Monday because of you guys?
You're dang right.
That's
Nice.
heroic. Oh man, you delivered in a big way. That's amazing. Looking ahead to next week, Lawrence Manning, really tough program, but you have to feel a lot different about it right now than you would have a year ago.
Yeah, last year against Lawrence Manning, we played, really a half of football. In the first half, we struggled getting things going. Second half, we found our footing. They got some heck of good athletes out there. Nothing's going to change with what we're doing. I have confidence in our backfield. A lot of our focus is going to be on our pass defense. Some things tonight I was, a little frustrated with, but I think a lot of that just comes down to getting reps.
Absolutely. Young team. And you got the ultimate compliment tonight. I met your dad, first of all, because I went over to say hi to Coach Clifford. And Coach Clifford told me he stops by your practices regularly because he loves the way you run a practice. And I can't think of a better compliment than old ball coach just popping by your practice because he likes to watch the way you run it.
Coach Clifford is a Buford legend. He and my father coached back in the day. At ECU, and they're good buddies. We got a fishing tournament coming up in September that my dad and Coach Clifford can go out on. So I want him around our program. He knows what he's doing. He could be a big mentor for me, and I'm so happy that he's on this boat right now.
Well, hey man, go celebrate with the kids. But thanks a lot for spending some time with us, and congrats on a great opening to the season.
Hey, Justin, I appreciate it. Wes, I appreciate it. Marks, hey, we'll see you next time, guys. I hope y'all get another game real soon.
All right,
Sounds great,
care,
Coach. Man. Have a good night. Congratulations. We'll talk to you
Thank
down the line.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it, man. All right, that's going to do it for me here. Yeah, that's going to do it for me here. I'm going to try and get back on the car, but I don't have much battery left, so hopefully I can catch you guys when I get home.
We're going to bring it in for a landing, so just get home safe, buddy.
Yeah, final score, JP2 31, Carlton Prep 22. I'll see you guys probably on Monday, and we can talk about the upcoming week for football.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much.
Sounds good, man.
Safe travels. That's
Later,
Max
guys.
reporting live from City Hall in Hardyville. Great reporting from Max tonight.
Yeah.
I razzed him about not turning the camera around, but he did a phenomenal job. We knew exactly what was going on when it mattered, and we got to talk to Coach Milligan after, which was awesome. That was two great guests tonight. Ra was tremendous, and Coach Milligan was excellent. He's a pro at the post-game interview. That was excellent.
He's
well, boys,
dude.
Pretty
it's
awesome
been a good time.
3 games slate, 4 game slate.
Yeah, we went deep on all these games because we had a full hour and a half to play with for 3 games, so 4 games, I guess. But good times. It was fun. Shouting out a few more sponsors. HHI Windows and Doors improves your view of the Lowco. Speaking of Hilton Head Prep, Coach Barron, he's in charge over there at HHI Windows and Doors. Reverence Wrestling Club, our official wrestling sponsor and presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. And Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. We're always looking for more sponsors, so if you want to get in the game with us, we'll have a lot more games to talk about, and therefore probably a lot bigger audience next week. So be a good time to get in front of them. But that's going to do it for the week before 0, week -1 of Lowco Pigskin Live. Next week, it's week 0, and then we start positive integers the rest of the way. So that'll do it for tonight. The finals, one last time, BA 36-0 over Hilton Head Prep. John Paul II, 31, Carlton Prep 22, Porter Goud 46, Hilton Head Christian 21, and the Kings Academy 33, Cross Schools 0. Those are the finals from week -1. We'll see you Monday night for the Lowco Sports Lowdown. Get you caught up on what's happening around the Lowco and probably recap all this stuff again. And we'll have stats by then that we can pour over
and highlights
and lots of other stuff to talk about. And we'll have Ryle Owens joining us on Monday night to talk about his new contract playing in Chile this season. He's moving closer to home. He'll be in South America. So we'll have Ryle on Monday night, talk some more football, and let you know what's going on next week. Busy week. Things are cranking up on the Lowco Sports Lowdown. So thanks so much to everybody who joined us tonight, especially our guests, Ross Saunders and Coach Milligan. Thanks to Max for the great reporting out there at City Hall. And thanks to all of you who showed up to listen or watch. Until next time, for Marcus Walsh and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. Go Lowco.